Guys, in this video we're going to be doing an unboxing of the VOTATU HL10 Weapons Light. This is a recent release from VOTATU. I'm not sure that I'm pronouncing their name correctly. You guys can let me know down in the comments below. We're basically going to be doing an unboxing and just showing you the initial what you get out of the box, and then showing it mounted on to my Glock 19. Before we get started, guys, I would appreciate it if you would like and share the video and subscribe to my channel. That way it helps the channel grow. Also, guys, I'm going to put links to everything down below this video to where you could pick up one of these weapon lights. I have had other products from this company, from VOTATU. You can kind of see there, it's how their name is spelled. And I have had no issues with them. I have done reviews of some of their optics, and when they reached out to me asking me if I wanted to check out one of their weapon lights, I jumped at that opportunity. Again, you can see it is the HL10 series. This fits the 1913 Picatinny rail, and it is an 800 lumens light. So here we go. So we're just going to open the box up. You can see here what we get, and I've not had this out of the box yet, guys, so you're seeing this with me for the first time. We can see the book that tells you a little bit about the optic, or the light. You can see here just some of the stuff that you get with it. We're going to go ahead and just dive right in. Okay, it does come in a very nice package. You can see here that it is wrapped up solid. Before we open that up, let's just see some of the other stuff that you get in the box. And I'll have to say, the box is very compact and it fits in there very nicely. Okay, you do get a couple of tools. You can see here we have an Allen wrench, as well as a different screw. Of course, you get your different mounting adapters depending on your particular firearm, if you needed to customize that slightly to make sure that it fit. And you also get the cable. This is the charging cable, because again, this is a rechargeable light. This is not something that you have to worry about changing the batteries in. This is something that you can simply plug in and charge that battery. And you can see here, guys, it's just a very simple thing. It's a magnetic type charger. So let's just go ahead and get the light out. Okay, so we're just going to open it up, and you can see how it is, guys. It is, of course, ambi. It has buttons on both sides. I don't know if there's going to be much charge. Yeah, there it is. And you can see, guys, that's a very bright light. It's probably not coming through very well on camera, but it is a very bright light, 800 lumens. And again, this has not been charged. This is right out of the box. Okay, you can see here what you would do. Basically, you have a USB charger. You can simply take this, and it is magnetic. Okay, and you can see there just how easy that works, and that way you can charge your light. It does have a momentary press, and then if I just click it, it stays on solid. Does not have a strobe feature, for those of you guys out there that like that strobe feature, or at least that do not believe that it does. No, it does not. Does not have a strobe feature, but again, it really depends on what you're doing. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, we do have a strobe feature. Okay, I just was not pressing the button properly. So, very nice. Very nice. Look how bright that is, guys. Just there on my hand. 800 lumen, and I can actually feel the heat off of that. That's amazing, guys. You wouldn't think that with an LED you could feel that, but there is definitely, you can feel the heat from that. But let's look and see how well it fits onto my pistol. Of course, I'm going to have to take the Allen wrench out. We're going to go ahead and get that opened up, because I'm going to have to loosen those screws. It does not have a quick connect feature. Okay, you can see here it is basically you have to screw it down. You've got your adjustments there, your tension for those. So let's just take this out, take our Allen wrench, loosen these screws up, and get it mounted. Of course, we can't do that necessarily on YouTube because of the YouTube rules. So I'm just going to mount this real quick and then come back and show you guys what it looks like. And here we have the HL10 mounted onto my Glock 19. Now there is one negative that I wanted to say about this. While it does mount to a Picatinny rail, the problem when mounting it to some handguns, particularly the Glock, if I want to have this back where I can reach the controls, I am not able to have one of the insertions in that will keep it locked into this ridge, particularly on the Glock. You know how it is with the Glocks, you typically only get one notch in the rail. I like having my lights back close to where that trigger guard is, to where if I needed to, I can easily manipulate the controls on that. And the way that you would go into strobe mode on these, just so you know, is if you hit both of the switches at the same time. That's how you would put this into strobe mode. But other than that, you can use the button, press and holding it for a bit. That's going to give you a momentary, and then if you just click it, the light is going to stay on solid. It's not going anywhere, but that is just something that I noticed. And of course, you do have that hole, because where you have to remove that screw where the piece is not in there to where it would lock into that. But that is on a Glock 19. Now, depending on the type of firearm that you're going to be using, it will lock in. Of course, the rail is a little bit different. For example, here is my Canik. This is my Canik TP9DA. And what I'm going to do now is actually mount it up to this to kind of show you the little bit of the difference. And then the way that this works, depending on the rail that you have, you will have these series of blocks that will go in here that will basically lock it into position. It's not going anywhere. You know, having it mounted like this, the way that it currently is, it is not going to come off of that gun. So that's something that you do not have to worry about. But that is just something that I noticed that I wanted to point out to you guys. This light is going to live on one of my guns. Probably not one of my Glocks, but it certainly will be living on one of my guns. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and throw it on my Canik, and we're going to see what that looks like as well. Just to give you a little more detail, guys, this is one of the inserts that goes onto the light. And what it does, you see your notches in the rail. It is intended basically to fit inside that notch somewhere. And of course, you have different ones for different types of firearms. And I'm just testing these out and thought that I would just show you guys how it is. You can see here, this one, obviously it's going to hold it in. You know, there's not going to be any way that that would slip off of the rail. And you can see here, this one does not fit tightly in this particular rail, but you do have others, and that's why they give you all of these, so you can make the light work with your particular firearm. Again, another one, very loose, it does not fit, but there is one designed for most. Okay, it's going to work like this one here. When I insert this into the slot, this is about what you want. You don't want it to be a very tight fit. You just want it to be where it is going to keep that light from moving. And what you will do is you will take the insert that you need, and for this particular light, it's going to simply drop into position right here. Of course, I've got that screw removed, and then you're going to take your piece, and it's simply going to fall in just like this onto your light, and then of course inserting the screw. Okay, and of course we are not modifying a firearm in any way just for the YouTube sensors. This is a flashlight. Okay, this is simply a flashlight that I am putting a screw on. I am not modifying a firearm or anything like that. While you guys are here, we'll just show you. I'm just going to go ahead and snug this up. Okay, just takes a few turns of the provided tool. We've got that snugged up, and now let's take a moment to slide this onto my Canik TP9DA. Okay, I'm probably going to have to loosen it up a little more to get that into position. Yes, I am. I need to loosen this up. So again, just taking the tool. That is one of the negatives I'll have to say about this light, is that it does not have a quick detach. I really like the quick detach lights. That way you can easily and quickly move them from one firearm to another. Okay, now then if I get it into the right slot, and there we go. Okay, now I'm going to tighten this down onto the rail. I'm just going to snug it up for now. just to show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so this is how it should be. When you add this to your firearm, it should lock into one of those notches, and it has the controls positioned where I can get to them very easily with my finger. Okay, I think that this is where this light's going to live. Okay, very nice, very nice. Again, the Glock, you only have that one notch inside there, which you can make it fit, as I showed you earlier, but the proper way, depending on your firearm, is that you should be able to lock that in with one of those adapters, and this is what you would want to see. Okay, very nice. I'm going to let it charge. Even though it's bright out of the box, I'm going to go ahead and plug it in and let it charge for a while, and that way it can be fully charged, and I believe it's just going to be living on the Canik TP9DA. Okay, here it is, guys, just to show you a close-up of it. Very nice. It is the HL10. Check out the links down below, and you can pick you one up. Guys, thanks for watching. Check out the rest of the videos on my channel. Let me hear from you. What do you think of these lights, the VOTATU HL10? Let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching. Check out the rest of the videos on my channel. Subscribe to my channel, and we will see you next time.